last episode of this year, and I thought do another highlights episode.
A single coin flip, deciding our bliss. Get struck by diamonds or drown in shit. Corporate bitch lynch us with silk strings. Keep our feet above the ground for just a...
Well, hello and welcome to this new vlog episode. Last episode of this year, and I thought do another highlights episode. Now the first replica I really like, which I made this year, is actually a sculpt I did in the end of last year, but I couldn't include it in the last highlights episode. It is the Sean Crahan, Mayhem mask. It's kind of like a more improved version of the Iowa mask. It's supposed to be. So here's the sculpt and the finished mask. Now I made a few versions out of it and an Iowa version also. 2 Iowa versions so far. So here are the Mayhem versions I did so far. And here are the Iowa versions I did so far. Here. This was also the year when I really, fell for Art the Clown. Not in a sexual way, but he went all the way up to number 2 of my favorite horror characters. I said it in another vlog episode. My favorite horror movie characters are Regan McNeil of The Exorcist, Art the Clown, and Michael Myers. The Exorcist is my favorite horror movie ever. My favorite movie ever even. So Regan just had to go up there, she's iconic. Art the Clown, he's such a personality. It's hard to not like him. And the stuff he does is shocking at the same time, what's not to like. And Michael Myers, I don't know, the last couple of movies really destroyed the character for me. That's why he went to the 3rd place. Michael Myers, how he was in Halloween 4, is perfect. With the mask of Halloween 1. Think about that mixture, that would be perfect. So I just had to do an Art the Clown replica. So here's the sculpture, finished mask. And talking about my favorite horror movie characters, I had to do a Regan too, of course. Sculpture, finished mask. Now I also did another Jim Root Silver Iowa version, but the Freddy vs. Jason one. I never did that one before, so it was really fun to do it. Picture. Damn, I can snap hard with my fingers now. Look at that shit. After that, I actually did my first statue ever. So that was awesome. Of the Nemesis of Resident Evil 3. My favorite Resident Evil game ever. Still to this day. Not the remake, but the original. Sculpture. Finished mask. Damn. After that, that Swedish theme park Gröna Lund returned again. With another assignment, which I really like to do. And I got to do I don't know what it's called in English either. I should have Googled it before this. A chap in Swedish. It's a walking stick. With a decapitated clown hat on there. So here's a picture. And I had to do a couple of those masks, which I did last year too. And after that, I did another mask for Marty and Michael. But not for Marty and Michael, but for Marty and Michael's Matt Brown. He was more of a background character when I made the mask for him. But now he's starting to pop up in more and more videos, which is cool. They opened up the box in their podcast again. They loved it. You can find a link to their episode in the description. And of course, to a reel which I made, so you can see the highlights of that part of their podcasts. I'll leave that link in the description too. Now that was the mask part. Other than that, this year has been interesting too because, the entire psychological thing I talked about last year, the bipolar disorder stuff, I focused a lot on that. And at the moment, these last couple of months, it has been really nice. I don't need medication all the time. Just sometimes, when I feel something's kind of off, I just take it. So it regulates the dopamine in my head and everything gets evened out. But when I have to take these, it's like every once in a while. Last time I took them now must be 1.5 months ago. So I can regulate the feelings. And like I said, as soon as I feel like something hypermanic is coming, I just have to even it out a bit. And it's not a problem anymore in my social circle. It's not a problem anymore for me, for how I think and everything. So that's really awesome. I got a new job, which I'm really happy about. And in the beginning of next year, I'm going to start studying too. I just felt in my entire body that I needed to do it. And it was the right decision. I think it's important to make decisions like that. It's with everything in life, I think. But does it really make you happy? I think it's important to be happy, how you feel and everything. And sometimes you just have to follow your gut feeling, change jobs. It's something simple like that can make you happy. I think it's also very, very important, the people you have close to you, the people you have closest. Back in the days when I was like in my 20s, it was like so cool to know as much people as possible. The older you get, the more you just know that is unrealistic. The older you get, the less friends you get. The less real friends you get, It is very important to keep the people close you really, really trust, your inner circle. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4 friends, It cannot be 100 friends. No way in hell. And I think that is very important, the difference between those friends and the other people, Not everybody is your friend. And down the line, you are gonna, experience that. Stuff is gonna happen in your life, and the people who are there for you at that time, those are the real ones. And that is not just the beautiful times in life, it is the hard times in life. And when they stick around, they help you through it. Or in my case, when I didn't say anything and I was suffering alone, they got pissed off at me that I did not open up about it. Those are the real people. Some people try to force themselves into your life, don't let them, you are in charge of your life. You are the one who is in charge, who is coming close to you and who you want on a distance. You can't vibe with everybody. Not everybody is gonna like you. Some people have their own agenda, why they want you close to them. And just be careful. Be picky who is your closest friends. And that was about it. So 2025 was a nice year. I wasn't as creative as the other years this year. Not that I really didn't want to, I just couldn't. I was exhausted. All of these years, all those masks, all that content creating, and Instagram went well. I really wish YouTube would go better. But I don't know. I just kept on going and going anyways. So at the moment, I am working on a Srednep mask. So I'm really doing that. In the beginning of next year, I'm gonna drop that mask. And after that, I'm just really gonna take my time. Like maybe make 2 more masks the entire year. Make an own design. And maybe another knot mask later that year. I'm not sure which masks yet, but I really want to put like my everything in those. So I really, really spent so much time on that I get like a really accurate. Yeah. Wonderful. So you get really accurate replicas and like a nice detailed own design with nice skin details, just really sit there and enjoy everything. And on the side, make some music again. Maybe some gaming videos, because I'm almost 40, but I still like doing those videos. So that is what I'm going to do next year. Take my time with replicas and my own designs, like really much time, and do some music and gaming videos. And maybe some other stuff too, a challenge or something. I just enjoy it. I can't help it. Hope you guys have a great last month of this year, and see you next year. So I won't be as active on Instagram as before, because I'm not going to pump out as much content as before. But when I drop something, it's going to be something I spend a lot of time and effort in, and I put my everything in. So it's going to be worth it. So hope you stick around, and see you in 2026. Like, share, subscribe, and all of the good stuff. Bye.
A single coin flip.